Más comida, más wine. Hola, bienvenido mi cocina. I think that's correct. Oh my God, remind me not to do Spanish again. Lord have mercy, I used to be great at Spanish when I lived in San Antonio, but for now we'll just say, welcome to my kitchen. Bienvenidos. Anyway, as you can tell, I have a glass of wine here. Can we see a trend in my cooking videos? And first and foremost, if you're enjoying my recipes, my videos, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Your support means a lot. Thumbs up the video and stay tuned for more cooking in my kitchen. Today, I am making, get ready, drum roll please, a Spanish quinoa casserole. In the end, you can make this casserole, this Spanish casserole, with rice. You can make it with ground turkey. You can make it with chicken. You can make it just vegetables and make it vegetarian. There are many options. Today, I just so happen to choose quinoa instead of rice because I think it's a healthier grain, even though I try to stay away from grains entirely. You can also do a cauliflower rice. That's right, make it paleo if you want, lower carb. You don't need the grains. There are so many ways to substitute. If you message me below, comment below, I'll let you know all the substitutions and I can do the other recipes. You can also mix and match your vegetables. I always keep in peppers. For me, peppers for this dish, staple, can't do without it. A couple other things that I can't live without in this Spanish casserole is fire roasted diced tomatoes. I get it in a can, feel free to do fresh. I'm making something easy and quick you can have done in record speed. Also, what I got here, green chilies. This is a Southwestern inspired dish. So you're gonna have that fire roasted tomato, the green chili, the spice. I'm probably gonna throw in some Sriracha and make it even spicier. Again, you can do vegetarian, you can do chicken, you can do ground turkey, tofu, I mean, whatever you wanna do. I don't need tofu, but you could do that. I'm doing beef today and I'm doing quinoa. Let's get to work. So first of all, I'm gonna take a sip of wine, okay? Second of all, I'm going to dice these peppers. So I preheated the oven to 375. For me, that's a good heat to thoroughly cook it through. As you know, the dish is already going to be cooked on the stove. So you really don't need to overdo it in the oven. It's more to get that full, gooey and crisp, a little bit of crisp on top cheese. All right, y'all, let's get to it. I got my stove on. I got a high heat. I want to get this burner hot. I want you guys to take a look. I'm just going to come down here for this. So we are going to get our grapeseed oil, and I'm going to get that heat high. I'm going to add my peppers and my beef. And again, feel free to substitute any vegetables that you like. Get creative. Get your stove on high. Let's check this out. I'm going to add the peppers to the dish. Again, we want high heat. Other things we're gonna prep, we got quinoa here, green chilies, fire roasted tomatoes. I need some like salsa music. Okay guys, I think that was a good dance break. I think by the time you're done dancing, your meat should be ready to add all your other ingredients. So let's stop dancing our fiesta and get to eating, shall we? Okay guys, so I'm gonna do the final touches. I like to add some spinach. You can or you don't have to, you don't need to. I'm doing it today. Every time I make it, it's a little bit different. I'm gonna go ahead and finish mixing this up. The spinach kind of cooks itself with the heat. Give this a nice mix. Now we got it ready, so now we're gonna transfer it to our baking dish. Oh, I got it, I'm strong. This might not be enough cheese. You know what, I'm not a big dairy girl. I don't think it's good for me. It's actually, I'm lactose intolerant, so I know it's not good for me. But in quarantine, I guess we're doing things not always good for us. And that's okay, because we're just trying to survive. Sriracha, we don't want to forget that. I almost forgot the Sriracha, y'all. So we've added cheese. Let's go ahead and add some Sriracha to this girl, okay? We need Sriracha. Pardon me. Let's take a good look. Now it's time to go into the oven. Again, eyeball it. I'm saying about 10-15 minutes, and then we can get to eating, okay? Let's plate that baby. So while we have that baking, we need to get to our garnishes. Let's go ahead and get to this beautiful cilantro. We're gonna prep the cilantro. I use a dairy-free sour cream, even though, I guess why? If I have real cheese on the casserole, then you could use real sour cream. Or you could get rid of the cheese in the casserole and do a almond cheese or a dairy-free cheese and then dairy-free. I guess there's no consistency in this house, but you know what? I haven't bought real sour cream in a while. So I'm using this one and I like it. It works for me. We have a mess in here. Thank God I got a boyfriend who can clean up after me. Martha Stewart. And look at these nails. I did these myself, y'all, in quarantine. Check out that video I do where I bring the nail salon to me. And it's ready to come out. It's ready to be eaten. Let's check it out. Do you guys see how gorgeous this is? I just want you to fully see it, and then I will plate it and we will get to eating. I'm then going to take a piece. Whoa, look at that gooiness. Mmm, how gorgeous. Now, we're ready to eat. So I hope y'all have enjoyed being in my kitchen with another recipe of the Spanish quinoa casserole. If you enjoyed watching this, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up the video. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok, and let's have some more recipes. Let's get to eating, shall we? I'm starving. Ooh, it's steaming and hot. Let's eat.